Chapter 7. Adobe Flash CS 5.5. Topics covered. Opening Flash. Components of the Flash window. Using various tools in the Tools panel. Creating, saving and opening a Flash document. Closing a Flash document and exiting Flash. Introduction to Flash. Adobe Flash is a computer software used for creating graphics, images, cartoons, computer animations, animated logos, mobile-based applications, etc. The animations created using Flash can be added to the websites to make them interactive. You can also add various sounds and actions in the movies you create in Flash. Many versions of Flash, including Flash CS3, CS4, CS5, CS6 and Animate CC have been released where CS stands for Creative Suite and CC stands for Creative Cloud. In this chapter, we will learn Adobe Professional CS 5.5. Opening Flash. To start Adobe Flash, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the Start button. The Start menu appears. Step 2. Click Adobe Master Collection CS 5.5 and then select Adobe Flash Professional CS 5.5. Cyber Tidbits. Flash was formerly called Macromedia Flash. In 2005, Adobe Systems purchased the Macromedia software and since then, it is known as Adobe Flash, or simply Flash. The Adobe Flash Professional CS 5.5 window appears. It displays various options to create a new Flash document, a Flash document using the templates or open a recently used Flash document. Step 3. Click the Action Script 3.0 option under the Create New section. A new blank document appears in the Flash window. Components of the Flash window. Adobe Flash window has many components as shown in the following figure. Menu bar, Properties panel, Work area, Stage, Timeline, Tools panel. Let us learn about these components in detail. Menu bar. The menu bar is located at the top of the Flash window. It displays various menus including File, Edit, View, Insert, Modify, Text, Commands, Control, Debug, Window and Help. Each menu when clicked displays a list of several commands that let you work in Flash. Stage and Work area. The white rectangular area in the center of the Flash window is called the stage. This is where you can draw pictures, graphics and animations. The gray area surrounding the stage is called the work area or backstage. You can also place objects on the work area but these objects will not appear in the final Flash animation or movie. Cyber Tidbits. The size of the stage is 550 x 400 pixels by default. Tools panel. The Tools panel has a set of drawings, paintings and editing tools that are used to draw, select, paint and modify the objects placed on the stage. Properties panel. The Properties panel displays the properties of a selected object such as its height, width, stroke color, fill color, etc. In case no object is selected on the stage, it displays the properties of the Flash document. If the panel is not visible in the Flash window, click the Windows menu Properties and it will appear on the right side of the Flash window. Timeline. The timeline helps organizing and controlling the objects used in a Flash animation. You can specify the sequence and timings of events that should occur while playing a Flash movie. Timeline further consists of three subcomponents: layers, frames and playhead. Layer, playhead, frames. Layers. A Flash document may contain one or more layers stacked on the top of each other. Each layer contains one or more objects and you can work with the objects of one layer without affecting the objects of other layers. By default, the Flash document contains a single layer, named as Layer 1. You can insert more layers as and when required. Frames. Frames are a series of small rectangles present on the right side of the timeline window. They specify the content that should appear at a specific point of time in the animation. Playhead. The red vertical bar in the timeline is called the playhead. It can be moved from left to right in the timeline window and it shows the current time in the animation being played. Using the tools in the Tools panel. As stated earlier, the Tools panel consists of many tools, which can be used to draw various objects on the stage, select, color or modify them. Some tool icons in the Tools panel have a small triangle at the lower right corner. This triangle indicates that there are some additional related tools and you can click it to view those tools. When you do so, a shortcut menu appears from which you can choose the hidden tools. Let us learn some of the tools available in the Tools panel. Line tool. The line tool is used to draw straight lines. To use this tool, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the line tool in the Tools panel. Step 2. Select the desired color, style and height for the stroke of line from the stroke color, stroke style and stroke height boxes, respectively, in the Properties panel. Choose stroke color. Specify stroke height. Choose stroke style. Step 3. Bring the mouse pointer on the stage. Step 4. Click and drag the mouse pointer in the desired direction to draw a line. Step 5. Once the line of desired length is drawn, release the mouse button. Rectangle tool. The rectangle tool is used to draw rectangles and squares. To use this tool, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the rectangle tool in the Tools panel. Step 2. Set the desired stroke color, stroke style and stroke height for the rectangle from the Properties panel. Step 3. Choose the desired fill color from the Fill Color box in the Properties panel. Step 4. Click and drag the mouse pointer on the stage to draw a rectangle. If you want to draw a square, press and hold the Shift key while dragging. Step 5. Once the shape is drawn, release the mouse button. You can also draw rectangles and squares with round corners. For this, type a value between 100 and 101 of the rectangle corner radius boxes in the Properties panel. The values in other boxes will get updated automatically. Now, the rectangle or square you draw will have round corners. Specify the values for rounded corners. Oval tool. The oval tool is used to draw ovals and circles. To use this tool, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the small triangle on the lower right corner of the rectangle tool and select the oval tool from the drop-down menu. Step 2. Set the desired stroke color, stroke style and stroke height for the shape from the Properties panel. Step 3. Choose the desired fill color from the Fill Color box in the Properties panel. Step 4. Click and drag the mouse pointer on the stage to draw an oval. If you want to draw a circle, press and hold the Shift key while dragging. Step 5. Once the shape is drawn, release the mouse button. Polystar tool. The Polystar tool is used to draw polygons and stars. To use this tool, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the small triangle on the lower right corner of the rectangle tool and select the Polystar tool from the drop-down menu. Step 2. Set the desired stroke color, stroke style and stroke height for the shape from the Properties panel. Step 3. Click the Options button in the Properties panel. The Tool Settings dialog box appears. Step 4. Choose either the polygon or star option from the Style drop-down list. Step 5. Enter a value between 3 and 32 in the Number of Sides text box. This value indicates the number of sides of the polygon or the number of points in the star. Step 6. If you have chosen the star option from the style drop-down list, then type a number between 0 and 1 in the star point size text box. This value determines the depth of the star points. Step 7. Click OK to close the Tool Settings dialog box. Step 8. Click and drag the mouse pointer on the stage to draw the shape, polygon or star. Pencil tool. The pencil tool is used to make freehand drawings as you draw with a pencil. To use this tool, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the pencil tool in the Tools panel. Step 2. Select the desired stroke color, stroke style and stroke height from the Properties panel. Step 3. Click the Pencil Mode modifier at the bottom of the Tools panel and select one of the following pencil modes from the drop-down menu. Straighten. This option automatically straightens out the freehand lines as much as possible. Smooth. This option simplifies the freehand lines and makes them smooth curved lines. Ink. This option prevents any modification to the freehand lines drawn by the user and keeps them as they are. Step 4. Click and drag the mouse pointer on the stage to draw lines. Selection tool. The selection tool is used to select single or multiple objects on the stage. It is important to note that every object which is drawn on the stage has a stroke, the outline of shape, and a fill, the inside of the object. Flash treats stroke and fill as two different objects and thus, you can select or modify them separately. The following table lists the various ways of selecting objects on the stage. Selection option. Method. Example. To select stroke, line, fill or text box, just click on the object. To select the connecting lines, double-click one of the lines. To select a filled object and its outline, double-click on the fill. To select multiple objects at once, drag a rectangle around the objects you want to select. Converting a straight line into a curved line. In Flash, you can also convert a straight line into a curved line by following these steps. Step 1. Draw any shape with straight lines on the stage. Step 2. Click the Selection tool in the Tools panel. Step 3. Position the mouse pointer somewhere near the middle of the line. Step 4. When the mouse pointer changes to a curve next to pointer symbol, click and drag the line, changing it into curve. Brush tool. The brush tool is used to paint a shape with brush strokes. To use this tool, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the brush tool in the Tools panel. Step 2. Select the desired stroke color for the brush strokes from the Properties panel. Step 3. Click the Brush Mode modifier at the bottom of the Tools panel and select one of the following brush modes from the drop-down menu. Paint Normal. It paints over the fills and outlines of an object. Paint Fills. It paints over the fills and blank areas of the object, without affecting the outlines. Paint Behind. It paints over the blank areas of stage without affecting the outlines and fills of the object. Paint Selection. It paints a new fill over the selected fill areas of the object. Paint Inside. It paints over only the fills and does not let you paint outside the lines. Step 4. Click the Brush Size modifier and select the desired brush size from the drop-down menu. Step 5. Drag the mouse pointer on the stage to apply brush strokes on the object. Paint Normal. Paint Fills. Paint Behind. Paint Selection. Paint Inside. Paint Bucket tool. The Paint Bucket tool is used to fill in closed areas of an object with the desired color. To use this tool, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the Paint Bucket tool in the Tools panel. Step 2. Click Fill Color in the Properties panel and select the desired color from the color palette that appears. Step 3. If the shape is not completely closed, you can choose from different options to close the gaps in the outlines of the object, if any, using the modifiers. For this, click the Gap Size modifier at the bottom of Tools panel and select one of the Don't Close Gaps, Close Small Gaps, Close Medium Gaps and Close Large Gaps options from the drop-down menu. If you choose the first option, the gaps in the object must be closed manually. However, if you choose any of the last three options, Flash automatically fills the gaps. Step 4. Click inside the object. The object is filled with the selected color. Ink Bottle tool. The Ink Bottle tool is used to change the color, width and style of the existing lines or outlines of objects. To use this tool, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the small triangle on the lower right corner of the Paint Bucket tool and select the Ink Bottle tool from the drop-down menu. Step 2. Select the desired stroke color, stroke style and stroke height from the Properties panel. Or, click on the outline of any other object from which you want to copy the style. Step 3. Click on the line or the outline to apply the desired settings to the stroke. Eraser tool. The eraser tool is used to erase any part of the drawing on the stage. To use this tool, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the eraser tool in the Tools panel. Step 2. Click the Eraser Mode modifier at the bottom of the Tools panel and select one of the following erasing modes. Erase Normal, to erase all lines and fills on which you drag the eraser. Erase Fills, to erase only fills without affecting the outlines. Erase Lines, to erase only lines without affecting the fills. Erase Selected Fills, to erase only the currently selected fills without affecting the lines and unselected fills. Erase Inside, to erase only the inner part of an object. Step 3. Click the Eraser Shape modifier and select the desired shape and size of eraser. Step 4. Click and drag on the object you want to erase. Favouite modifier. Favouite modifier present at the bottom of the Tools panel lets you erase lines and fills in with just one click instead of dragging around the object. To use the Favouite modifier, click the Eraser tool, then the Favouite modifier and finally click on the fill or line you want to erase. Cybutted bits. If you want to remove everything on the stage at once, just double-click on the Eraser tool. Text tool. The text tool is used to type text on the stage. To use this tool, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the Text tool in the Tools panel. Step 2. Choose the desired font, font style, font size, font color, letter spacing, alignment, etc. for the text from the Properties panel. Step 3. Click at the desired location on the stage and start typing the text. Creating a new Flash document. To create a new Flash document, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the File menu and then click New, or press Ctrl+N on the keyboard. The New Document dialog box appears. Step 2. Click ActionScript 3.0 option in the Type section. Step 3. Set the height, width, background color for the stage in the right side of the dialog box. Step 4. Click OK. A new blank Flash document appears. Saving a Flash document. Once you have created a Flash document, you can save it future reference. To do so, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the File menu and then click Save As. The Save As dialog box appears. Step 2. Select the location where you want to save the document. Step 3. Type a name for the document in the File Name text box and click the Save button. The document is saved with a Fly extension. Once you have saved the document, you can simply press Ctrl+S to save any further modifications made in the document. Opening an existing Flash document. To open an existing Flash document, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Click the File menu and then click Open, or press Ctrl+O on the keyboard. The Open dialog box appears. Step 2. Locate the desired document on the computer. Step 3. Once you have reached the desired drive or the folder, select the document and click the Open button. Closing a document and exiting Flash. Once you have completed your work in Flash, you can close the currently open documents and exit the Flash program. To close the currently open document, click the File menu and then click Close. If you have made some changes in your document but have not saved them yet, a message box appears asking whether you want to save your changes. Click Yes to save the changes, click No to reject the changes, or click Cancel to return to the document. Once all the open documents are closed, you can exit the Flash program. To do so, click the File menu and then click Exit, or click the Close button on the top right corner of the Flash window to exit. Keyboard shortcuts for tools. Given below is the list of keyboard shortcuts for various tools in Flash. Line tool, N. Brush tool, B. Rectangle tool, R. Paint bucket tool, K. Oval tool, O. Ink bottle tool, S. Text tool, T. Eraser tool, E. Pencil tool, Y.